Hello, this is Scott, KJ4MFW. I'm located right now at the Bothwell Lodge State Park facility here in Missouri. And today, as you can see from behind me, we are running a simulated emergency test. Basically, they're a test where your group or organization, could be an ARIES group, test your equipment by having a simulated emergency on the air. You can score these and send your results into the ARIES part of ARRL, but you don't need to. You can just keep this test for yourself. The good thing with working through ARIES is that you're part of a network, so you can look at results from area communities and get ideas. You can also utilize resources from area communities and include them in your training efforts, just like you would in a real emergency. So again, a simulated emergency test is an on-air exercise that you use to assess your station and club's readiness in supporting emergency.
Exercise, exercise, exercise. This is KF4YTL.
Exercise, exercise, exercise. This is the emergency coordinator.
Exercise, exercise, exercise. This is Alpha India 4 Quebec Tango AI 4 QT.
Exercise, exercise, exercise.
As they say, when all else fails, there is ham radio to provide communications during times of natural disaster and pass along health and welfare information and traffic.
One of the really important things during a simulation, as you're pretending to deal with an emergency, is to make sure that you utilize the word exercise, exercise, exercise. And this is so that the people listening on that frequency will not panic and freak out. We had an incident a couple years ago.
We had a call regarding a possible dead body at Crest Ridge High School.
So my effort with wanting to make sure that we say exercise, 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 as you've picked up is a clear theme within this video, is so that you're prepared when you do your set or when you work in a set or function in a set. So make sure you say
exercise, exercise, exercise.
Exercise, exercise, exercise.
Exercise, exercise, exercise.
My name is Darren. My call sign is KD0OPS. I will be serving as net control for this amateur emergency service net. Exercise, exercise, exercise.
In order to establish some structure, this net will begin with check-ins. We would ask that once you have checked in that you do a recheck if you have a location update or will be leaving the net. Additionally, we would like to ask that you do not deploy to a location without first checking with net control, right? We will be taking check-ins in a moment. When we do, we ask that your name, call sign, location, if you have emergency power, or if you have the ability to go mobile.
I'm at my base station. I have mobile capability. I have a 5 kW generator that could be used if it was needed. I also have portable power.
WA0WI recognized and appreciate your being able to help, and we have that wrote down and we'll call if needed.
My name is Trisha Rhoda. I'm Sedalia, Pettis County Emergency Management Director. I handle a lot of the weather in Pettis County, but a lot of the resources. So if an incident gets too big, I'm the person that coordinates with the state and the federal government to get those resources to assist during a disaster. Oh, so when I work with the different fire departments or law enforcement, we set up different trainings if they would like a specific training. I also work a lot with state emergency management, so that's SEMA. I have a director, Gloria. She's our state duty officer, so we have an open line of communication. So we kind of know if there's an incident going on, if it starts in one part of the state, in our region, like we all communicate, so we know who needs what resources, what's happening, what's available, and what's not. And then also Scott, you contacted me, I think in August, and you're like, hey Trish, we need to do this exercise. So we started planning in August that it would be a great idea to test our amateur radios. So coordinating that with you today to see what you guys could do for us. And so through my EMAs and through your guys' club, we have a whole desk for you guys. We have the radio there so that somebody could come in my emergency operations center, my EOC, and they could sit down and communicate and relay that information to me. So I really appreciate you guys. I really do. You guys do wonderful things. I know that a lot of them want me to get my license, so I'm committing on camera. I'm going to get my license here in the next few months. And you guys do anything to help. And I, from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate you guys, and thank you.
Exercise, 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 set.
Exercise, exercise, exercise.
Net control, Kilo Echo Zero, Quebec, Yankee, Nebraska, volunteering.
Net control, recognize K0QYN. If you would, if you'd go to that location and just call when you're at that location and give your report, and then we'll give you further after that. Net control clear? Yeah, I'm Paul Withers, KD0ETL, and I'm also Pettis County EC for ARIES in our county. And today we had a set exercise, first one for our group, and we thought it went pretty well. We of course have found things that we'll improve on, and everything's always an improvement. Faster setups and more things to do to get people involved. Yeah, if you're in Newham in the area, anywhere surrounding Pettis County, because you can pretty much get into our repeater in about any county around, you can contact myself, KD0ETL. You can look up just about anybody in the Pettis County area on QRZ would be able to connect you to the right person. And the name of our club is Sparks today, Pettis Amateur Radio Club, Club with a K. And you can look it up on Facebook, look up Spark, or look up our call sign for our club is Whiskey Alpha Zero Sierra Delta Oscar, wa0sdo.org on the internet. Yeah, we here in Pettis County, we're at the fringe of the radar from Kansas City, where the radar is shooting right over the top of us, and very seldom do they see rotation in our area for especially tornadoes. So we are the eyes and ears, Pettis County EMA with our spotters to get that information to the National Weather Service, and the ARIES members are part of that after something hits, to be able to go out and mitigate those situations.
Hey, I'm Brett, W0VK, and today we are doing our SET, our simulated emergency test, and we have a special guest with us today, and I will let him introduce himself and tell us a little bit about himself.
Hi, my name is Richard Fretwell. I'm the District Emergency Coordinator for ARIES for the state of Missouri, which means that I have about 14 counties that I'm responsible for, working with the ECs, the emergency coordinator in each county, to develop and work with their ARIES groups to provide support to served agencies and for communication purposes and those kinds of things. So been very active in ARIES, have run several sets over the years. So the set is a great opportunity for amateur radio operators to practice for emergency purposes. You know, we have field day every year to prove that we can go out and operate on battery power, solar power, out in the field and those kinds of things. And we do a lot of contacts and those kinds of activities, but we really don't get into the idea of passing traffic, passing messages and information to support either an emergency management department or the Red Cross or another agency that needs support in the way of communications in an event or in case of a disaster where communications are down. So we provide those services throughout as ARIES groups in the counties, and the SET exercise gives us a great opportunity to put those thoughts and processes that we work on to practice and be able to actually get out in the field, operate independent of power, support commercial power, and be able to make communications and contacts as needed to provide the support to those served agencies. The importance of ARIES is that it's an organization that's all voluntary, and so it's supported by and through the ARRL. So it's an organization, has some standards and some expectations of operations by the different groups in the different counties.
Hey Richard, how would a new ham that's kind of coming into this and showing interest in ARIES and participating in a set, how would you encourage them to get started?
Well, one of the things you can do is go online to MissouriARIES.org. It's a website for the ARIES groups in Missouri, and on that website is an application to join ARIES.
That's very good. You know, it's good to have the technology out there, the website and the information, so you can read about it and you can kind of educate yourself on it, and then decide whether it's for you or not. But
sure.
I'm certainly going to let folks know that I come across about ARIES, and so hopefully we can get the word out there a little bit further.
Excellent. Very good.
Thanks, Richard.
Thank you.
KJ4MFW here. We did this video a little bit different than what I had originally anticipated, so I hope you enjoyed meeting the people from our club and our community, and learned quite a bit about sets and enough to carry you through. But KJ4MFW, clear.